Hey Explorers, happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday.
Today's show is going to be about the Norwegian Bliss, my favorite cruise ship.
My favorite
everywhere.
Norwegian cruise ship.
Plus some other fun topics that's coming up next on
D&G Explorers.
I'm Derick.
I'm Gregory.
Come join us on our adventures on
D&G Explorers. Jolly, jolly. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
See, it unmutes automatically.
It sure does.
We tried something a little bit different with our intro today. What?
Try to show everybody the picture.
Oh, I thought you
see Derick's wonderful duck work that he did for us.
I thought you had gas or something. And
yes.
you're getting
ready.
Get away. Welcome in, everyone. We are excited to talk about the NCL Bliss. We actually have a little video. It's about 6 minutes. I was surprised we filmed that much.
Well, that's not little. Wow.
And so we're going to show that maybe a little bit halfway, but we wanted to talk about some other things, some other topics, some hot topics, some other things going on in the world, in our world. And so we're going to get started. So Greg, why don't you welcome our explorers in?
Well, wait, is our world different than their world?
Possibly.
So welcoming, we got Daniel Fields, Mary Ellen Dillon, Ann Handley, Mercy Rodriguez. We got Renee Overbeck, Danny G, the spectacular supporter, Cheryl One Deck Down, Nancy Fields, Waypoint Explorers, Carla McClendon. Where are we at? And Angela Nemechek, welcome.
Nemesis.
Yes. Welcome, everybody. As more people come in, we will say hello.
So in addition to this being my favorite ship, it's also
And my favorite Norwegian ship.
it's also Daniel's and Nancy Fields' favorite ship. And then someone else had said they like it. I saw it earlier. I don't know if it was
Movie Mania
Cheryl.
Nick, welcome.
Welcome in, Nick.
Wow, what happened to my voice?
I don't know. Someone else said they like the Bliss.
Mike Woodbury, welcome.
What? That's April Fool's joke. Mike
Wow.
not here.
It's an imposter. He's never here on the show. I'm just playing.
Mike is our good friend.
I'm so excited. I'm tearing up.
Did you say hi to Waypoint Explorers?
I did.
We were on Mike for his 50th birthday on the Dizney
Why
Magic.
so much.
Why is he yawning so much? He literally got up 10 minutes before the show. So
Gee, thanks.
but him and David are on our vlogs on the Disney Magic vlogs, and then you're going to see them on the NCL Encore, which we are in the process of releasing. So hopefully soon. Mike says not to cry. But some of the other news out there, and I know you know.
Wow.
The Buffalo Bills traded Stephon Diggs, our best receiver. He's one of the best receivers in the league.
Well, I didn't even know that.
And
so there you go.
And he was a 4-time Pro Bowler with the Bills. He was with the Bills for 4 seasons, and the Bills traded him to the Houston Texans.
Jamie Wilhite, welcome.
So Greg just totally demolished that.
And demolished
my
it.
sad moment where I want to cry.
Oh my gosh. Rub some dirt in it and get over it. It's a player. They went to another team.
Welcome in, Jamie Wilhite.
Welcome.
To Greg, it's just a game. But for those who love football,
it is just a game. I'm sorry. It is just a game.
It's more than a game.
Oh my gosh.
Nick is saying, why would they do that? It's all about money. But I don't understand.
Angela, oh no, they didn't.
Here's one of the best players in their position. The Bills traded him for a second-round 2025 pick. The draft is coming up soon at the end of April. They're not getting a draft pick out of this draft. It's next year in the second round. But not only that, they're also giving the Texans, besides Stephon Diggs, they're giving them a later round, because I think they go 10 rounds now. I'm not sure exactly how many rounds, but they're giving him a later round pick this year for Stephon Diggs, and also next year. So they're getting basically 3 players, and the Bills are only getting a second round pick, which means 1 player.
Oh, look. And Haley said they traded him, and Hallmark won't be happy either. There's the Buffalo Bills Stephon Diggs ornament this year. Wow. Well, that'll make it worth even more money. There you go. You better go get your Stephon Diggs ornament because they traded. They're not Buffalo anymore.
I did not know that. I have the Josh Allen ornament because he's local.
It's not the loss of a player. I mean, the player's still here.
It's tragic.
But they're not on the team, but I know what he meant.
The Bills have one of the highest salary salary caps in the league, and they've had to get rid of some top players because it's too expensive to retain them.
They have to change teams, players around and stuff. So I understand.
That's why the NFL does that, is because they want to spread the wealth and not have one team just have all these good players on it.
It comes down to money, and contracts.
Oh, Ann Hanley says she got her book Saturday. Mr. RobFuz.
Huh?
Ding, 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 ding. The dream book is out.
We didn't get our dream book yet.
No,
Don't we get it in the mail? Or we got to go to the store.
We got to go to the store and get it.
I don't think we'll be buying much from it anyway. We don't have the money. RobFuz, welcome.
Nick, I agree. They also
Life is good today. Woo! Welcome.
They also got, I believe, Mike Williams from the Chargers as a receiving core. So they're loading up over there in Houston. They improved this year. So, yeah, some football news to start our NCL show. Also, what else were we going to talk about? Oh, Dizney almost had, what do they call them? A hostile takeover?
What?
They almost had a hostile takeover.
Oh my gosh.
But
I don't even know much about this, so you go and tell it.
yeah, Nelson Peltz, I believe, he tried to leave with the board to have the board vote him on it, which I don't know if that would have in turn meant goodbye to Bob Iger. There was also another party too that was trying to make it 3 different factions on the ballot, but none of them passed. But 75% of the current shareholders voted to keep the current Dizney management.
Oh, so if the others came on, they were afraid
there would have been mass shakeup
that
with
Bob Iger would have
probably
been
gone.
taken off. Did you say Bob Chapek?
No, I said Iger.
I was going to say Bob Chapek is already gone.
Jay Rusulo. Ben, welcome. Yes, that was. But there's another group too. For some reason, I wanted to say the Boardwalk Group or something like that.
Well,
but, so I don't know what that's going to mean for Dizney. They said it's been hampering them for a few months with decisions. I don't know what it's hampered,
but I don't know how long Bob Iger is even going to be CEO. I mean, he came out of retirement. He was only supposed to be there a few years, and I think it's gone past that. So again, money talks.
Yeah, well, he's through 2026. I have a feeling he'll stay longer if they keep him on. But Dizney has a lot with Universal Studios. They're upping up their game, and they're doing a lot of stuff with the theme park division. It's going to be interesting to see
distracting.
It is distracting for them.
CEO for life,
right? And Rob says he had no idea what that was about. Daniel,
I didn't know what it was about either until you kind of explained it more. But
right?
Yeah, I mean, whatever Bob Iger does, hopefully the next CEO doesn't come along and undoes everything. I hope not. But we do need a lot of change in the theme parks themselves because Universal is upping their game with coming up with Epic Universe. Dizney hasn't been doing too much of new things lately, so they do need to up their game with some things.
You see what Rob said?
What?
He said, "Well, I just got an ad on a live stream. I don't think I set it up any different. That's weird. Normally they only do that on the replays." Ooh, I'm sorry about that, Rob.
And Hanley loves Universal Studios mostly because of Harry Potter.
Yeah, right.
And I cannot wait for the new Harry Potter area to come in.
Around the corner is our little Harry Potter section in the dining room.
Oh, yes.
People are saying if Biden can run for president at his age, they say Iger can go 10 more years, right?
Oh boy. Well, okay.
And
I'm not even gonna say anything about. Okay.
So one of the hot topics which is going around the internet, Greg, is what?
Is the ducks. Do you or do you not hide your ducks in the cruise ships?
I like this one because this one has we bought these with nautical
ducks galore.
We have more. These are Halloween. Some of them are
Halloween ducks. We have all kinds of ducks.
There's a blue. I like the blue one. I think better.
All kinds of ducks.
The blue one are like this, but it reminds me of D&G Explorers for some reason.
We love hiding our ducks.
Where do I put them?
We attach our business card with our QR code on the back.
Oh.
We put little ribbons on it, and it's fun to actually
find them.
We don't find them. It's fun to hide them.
Lay an egg. What the heck?
It's fun to
hide them.
It's fun to lay an egg. Okay, well, I hope they're not rotten eggs. It's fun to hide them and watch people find them. Hopefully, not while laying an egg.
Wow. Rob, the one thing that I know I did do is it's set to do. Thought it was for replay. They said that they were setting the ads to go at different times, so not everyone would get them at the same time.
Just Noah's Adventure. Welcome.
Yes.
Why is this? Okay, there we go.
So yes, it's fun. We have like contests to see how many ducks we can find on the ship. But there's been this and that. Some people say you're polluting it. We don't put them like
What?
Well, because you got to be careful of these because they're ducks and they might fly away, but they might end up in the water. So being like, say, how windy it gets on certain decks of the ships, these could end up in the ocean.
Well, as long as they're hiding them, maybe not.
We hide them where they're visible.
We hide them where they can't fly off. But if people are purposely throwing, you're not supposed to throw anything off of the ship. So that
we'll
goes
do them in
for
like
ducks or trash or anything.
Yeah, we'll put them in like the buffet, like in the mains, like the atrium and that, just so when people are walking by, we'll see it. And I don't know how much we get traction on it, but I would imagine it would. Anytime you can expose yourself, it's best for that.
We don't expose ourselves. First, you want to lay an egg. Now you're talking about exposing ourselves. Did you hear about the Easter hunt Sherry set up for her adult kids?
We have to watch the replay of Pepper Tree Villa. If you guys have not watched Pepper Tree Villa, check out their show. They now go 8 o'clock Eastern. Am I right? 8 o'clock Eastern on Mondays, 5 o'clock on the West Coast, and they have an amazing show. So I would imagine they talked about it on it. We were in San Francisco, so we missed it.
Carolyn Life, welcome. We're doing good. I apologize if I'm yawning. It's been a long week, a lot going on. So I did take a little nap, and I got up like 12 minutes before the show.
Yes.
So I am only drinking iced tea. There's no dilly in it. It's just regular iced tea.
I started coming down with something in San Francisco. It was a beautiful day. It was windy.
It was windy and a little chilly willy.
Yeah, when you were in the shade, it was really cold. Yes, baby girl. Come on up. Come on.
Boy.
There you go. Come on. Where are you going?
She's going behind you.
There you go. Yes. But when you were like on Pier 39, which is the main area of San Francisco, the wharf, you were behind, like through the buildings. It was really cold out there. And then we didn't have our jackets, and then we got them at night. Greg was kind enough to go get them out of the car, but it was cold. And that with the wind constantly blowing as we walked along the pier area. And then driving home, Greg had the air on, and I could have turned my vent off. I just wasn't.
I did put the heat on.
It wasn't on you. I'm not saying that at all. But
no, but I mean, I put the heat on.
I wasn't smart enough to turn my vent off, and then my sinuses started burning, and now I'm trying to get rid of it.
Instead of eggs, they hunted for little bottles of booze. Oh, that sounds fun.
That is so awesome. I am so behind watching those vlogs. I love my company, but really disrupts my schedule. Right?
There's another ad showing. I don't see another ad.
And Mary Ellen said there's a second ad on there. I'm gonna have to look at how I'm
sorry
setting it up. Yeah, sorry. And I wonder if you're missing anything and it's going back.
Mercy got an ad
too. They are only 4 seconds. I wonder if you're missing anything, or they're just like it's almost like you're watching a replay. So. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I don't do that but they just started doing that, so I must have done something. I do apologize on there.
Derick,
sorry,
please.
dear. And it's kind of freaky because
everywhere.
Look at Grogu between your armpits. Lift up your arm.
You're getting hair all over.
Yes, that is strange, and it's live. That doesn't make sense that it's doing that. So we will show a video here in a few minutes about the NCL Bliss. And our time in San Francisco. The Bliss, as far as I know, doesn't normally go into San Francisco, but they did have a port dedicated, or a dock dedicated for NCL, because it didn't say Norwegian, it said Norwegian, because the N was messed up. It had And it wasn't even a
Wow.
no. It was like a backward C. But it said Norwegian.
Norwegian. That sounds like a new cruise company. Norwegian.
Yeah, right.
You could do Norwegian or Norwegian.
Exactly. But that was a little bit further down, but it's walking, everything is walking distance once you go to the cruise ports, whether it's the one Princess uses, because
Yes, she
Princess and
does.
Carnival go out of that cruise port. In
She
fact,
does love her time on screen.
we were looking at going out.
Oh, why are you crying?
We were looking at going out of San Francisco on a Princess ship that was going out the 26th of April, I think is when it was going out. Maybe it was the 27th. And it was going up to Canada. Right now, there's a lot of cruise ships which are welcome in Surfer Girl and Cruise and Koozies.
Cruise and Koozies, welcome.
A lot of the ships right now are repositioning. In fact, our friends Matty and Scott, who we did get a chance to meet up.
Sorry about the ads, everybody.
Yeah, but I'm curious when they pop up, guys. Let us know because I want to see. I want to see how often they're coming on. Because if that's the case, I'm not even going to put ads as a link on there.
Well, we're not doing ads on purpose.
No, but it's in a setting on YouTube. But I've never had. I didn't do anything different than I normally do. But for some reason, it's coming up different today.
Yeah, we'll have to look at it.
So to go back, the Bliss was on. It had normally been selling the Mexican Riviera, and it was repositioning. It is repositioning up to Vancouver to start its Alaska cruise, which is why the ship was built. If you can see, do I have the ship here?
I don't know where it's at.
Over here. Okay, so I'm going to use Greg as a drawing board. So up here in this section is the observation lounge. So it goes about the third of the ship and it goes around. Observation round has a lot of chairs in there. There's like 3 different buffets, little buffets, not like a big buffet, like for finger foods, but you can get desserts. There's a bar in there. You can't go wrong with a bar at the front of the ship. But
there's a bar.
It's a quiet area where you can go in there and just relax. People work. Problem is that some people decide to camp out there and they're there the entire time.
You are not supposed to do that.
Yes.
People bring out their blankets. It's like you have a bed in your cabin and you're taking up room for people to sit and enjoy while you snore away the cruise.
And but it's a beautiful area. I love that concept of why they put it in there. And it was built specifically for the Alaskan market. So you could sit in there, be nice and warm while you're enjoying the cold scenery up in there.
I would love to go on to Alaska on the Bliss. That would be awesome.
Oh, Angela says it's YouTube doing it, not our setting on there. The Bliss was built. That was our first non-Disney cruise we went on. And I remember we did vlogs on it. I remember Greg and I were nervous because we had been on the Disney Dream in 2016. We went on the Disney Magic in 2018. And the Bliss, we went out in 2018, I believe. Yes, in like December. And we didn't know if we were going to like any other cruise line.
No.
Yeah, it was December 1st, 2018.
We went, wait.
We did 2
Yes,
Disney
I'm sorry.
cruises.
I'm getting mixed up because I was thinking of, it was when I was starting my new job in the company when I got promoted. So yes, because I was there 3 years already. Okay, you're right. Yeah, December
1st.
Because I'll probably never get to go on a December cruise again until I change to where they let you do that.
Yeah, and I loved it. I love the Bliss. I love the decor of the Bliss. I love the Wyland.
I got an ad too.
The Wyland design on it. On the whole of the ships. That's one of the things I like about NCL is they use famous artists to put designs on the whole of their ships. And so I love that. I love the blues.
It's a pretty art.
Yeah. I love the waterfront, which is on deck 8, and that goes not all the way around the ship, but there's areas where it's actually less crowded than a lot of people don't go on it, especially on the side that's not on the sun. But there's kind of like benches there, like couch chairs, patio furniture kind of.
I like it for
bars.
2 more reasons.
Go ahead.
I like it because they have the sugarcane mojito bar. It's a mojito, but I call it mojito. And they also have the cavern, which is down towards the end of it, and that's where they have what is that?
That's a bug.
That's where they have
Wow.
karaoke at night. What's wrong?
They're saying all these ads are popping up.
I'm so sorry. The cavern is a little nook and cranny in the wall. When you're inside the ship, it's to the right by the whiskey bar, which is also across from the smoking area, which we don't go into. But the cavern is really fun because it's like it's like a little cavern area. It's
Did you
darker.
tell what it's themed after?
It's from the Beatles.
Yes. So it's when the Beatles were getting their start in Liverpool. They started in a pub called the Cavern, and that's what it's themed after.
And Adele, I think I don't know.
Angela.
What?
She still can't sing. Remember the lady with the karaoke?
Oh my gosh. Yes.
So Angela was the one.
Hold on real quick. I'm sorry. Adele, I think, sang at the Cavern. It wasn't on the Bliss. It was the other big ship. What was the other one that we went to Alaska? Encore?
We were on the Encore.
That one has a cavern also, doesn't it? So it was, I think it was, it might have been the Bliss. Were we on the Bliss with Angela?
Yes, we were on the Bliss.
Then that was probably the one where she sang. But
yes.
Go ahead.
So we were on, our second cruise on the Bliss was 2022. We did a back-to-back.
And Angela was loud when she said this.
We did a side-by-side. We went from the Bliss for 5 nights, and we got off the Bliss, and then we went over to the Carnival Radiance. Kind of talk about a lower in category of ship, but we had a blast on the Carnival Radiance. It was a Halloween cruise. But yeah, so I think Angela might have had a little bit of dilly-dillies. And there's some people that sing really good on karaoke, really good.
And I think I said she sings good, and then Angela said that loud. She can't sing, or she's like, no, she doesn't. And I'm like, oh my god, Angela, you said that loud. She's like, well, she doesn't.
Another thing is, and one of the reasons I like NCL is there's a lot of things that you can do. Yes, you have to pay for a lot of things, but if you so choose to do it, those options are there. The Traveling Gilberts. Angela Loud. I can't imagine. Greg, who the heck are the Gilberts?
Who the heck are the Gilberts?
Welcome in, guys.
And why was I doing this, Derick?
Because they have the
go-karts.
Why
was I doing this?
The go-karts are on the ship, and that is so much fun to race.
And they also have
laser tag, but they're on the newer ships. They're starting to get rid of them, and I think they might even be going away on the Bliss. I don't
wonder why. Maybe it's not doing that great.
It's not that popular to do it. They don't want to spend money for it.
But don't they have inside? They took out that adult area and they put in that whole arcade thing, didn't they? Was that on the Bliss, or is it still on the Bliss?
No, that wasn't on the Bliss. That was on the Encore.
Okay, so they still have the adult area on the Bliss, but on the Encore they changed it and converted it to kind of a pricey adult arcade area.
Yeah, is it the Vibe? Is that what that area was
called? I think so. I know Mike and David were there with us, and we didn't do anything.
It was cool to look at.
Yeah, we looked at stuff, but we didn't go on stuff. No. It was a little pricey.
Yeah.
From Galaxy, north to Neverland. Welcome
in. It was called Galaxy's Pavilion is what the name of that expensive arcade area was. Galaxy's Pavilion.
Oh, okay.
But I think now's a great chance for us to show about a 6-minute video. Hopefully there's no ads that pop up in the middle of it.
Angela said, hey, I resemble that comment, Traveling Gilberts. Because I said Angela Loud. I can't imagine.
Michael and Spoiled Mama, welcome in.
Welcome.
Traveling Gilberts are packing, selling Saturday. What cruise are you going on, guys? And then if you guys are creators, please put that in there. There's so many great channels that are on here. If you like retro Disney, check out RobFuz. There's so many different cruise creators on here. So please put creator if you are a creator in here. But with that, I think we're going to start it. Like I said, it's about a 6-minute video, so bear with us. But this is our trip to San Francisco. We used to do these quite a bit this week with D&G. So now we're going to show.
We
this
might have to
again.
explain some things after.
Yeah, there is something here which is a little bit revealing.
Oh my gosh.
So join that pretty quick into the video.
Wow.
We'll get
I
back
hope
to
you don't leave it in.
So we just saw a naked person on.
Oh my god.
All right, Greg, we made it to the Bliss.
Yep.
Up there is Matty and Scott. You guys see them? They're not waving anymore. There's Matty. Yeah. So Greg, is this just a big tease? You have my favorite cruise ship.
My favorite Bliss ship. I mean, my favorite Norwegian ship.
You got all these people going out and about on excursions, but ultimately going back onto my favorite ship. Did I already say that? Oh,
Yes.
I did. So
My favorite Norwegian ship.
is this just teasing us? Is that all it's doing?
We'll be on her again one day.
We will, actually. We will. That'll be like the third time that we'll be on the Bliss. But I hope everyone's doing well. What the heck? This isn't a puddle.
Well, we do hope everyone's doing well. That's
But
fine.
there's Coit Tower.
As I almost eat your finger.
Where is Coit Tower?
Hello?
Why don't I just do that? No, you can't see that.
There it is.
Is that it? Is that it? There
Yes.
you go. Which was destroyed in San Andreas.
Oh my gosh. That movie.
There's downtown San Francisco, which was destroyed in San Andreas.
The whole San Francisco was destroyed in San Andreas. Come on now.
But if you haven't seen that movie, do it.
Highly recommend it.
Yes.
Probably not right before you go to San Francisco, though.
No.
are sadly leaving
Yeah.
the Norwegian Bliss and our friends Matty and Scotty
But it
to
was
have fun on the Bliss.
it's a fun day. We just hung around, talked. Didn't go do as much as we wanted to, but they weren't in port that long for us to kind of leave the area. But it was always fun to hang out with the boys.
It's getting a little chilly out here. It's getting colder.
Fun little weekend.
Now we gotta head on back home. About
3
3 hours away.
3-hour tour. 3-hour tour. See you guys later.
Bye.
Dilly dilly.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the video. Welcome, Destination Fun, Nautical Nurse Nancy, First Sergeant Richard, Pepper Tree Villa, and First Sergeant Richard. Thank you so much for that super chat.
I went into a Chic song. Well, thank you so much, First Sergeant. Very nice of you.
Thank you. San Francisco is one of our West Coast ports coming up. Keep up great videos, guys. You will have lots of fun. The wharf is still the Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah.
Although some places did close.
Yeah, one of the areas that had been there since like the 50s, Fisherman's Grotto, which is where that sign was, the Fisherman's Wharf sign with the crab around it. That big old chunk of block, there was only like one kind of outside vendor selling fish stuff, but the rest of there's like 4 restaurants there that had all closed, which was very sad.
So we'll have to bring up the elephant in the room for the beginning of the video that Derick left. We were welcomed to beautiful San Francisco, looking at the sights. Oh, look, there's a naked man in a top hat on a bicycle riding around.
No, he wasn't in a bicycle.
Yes, he was.
He was on roller skates.
No, it was a bicycle.
No, he wasn't on a bicycle. Because remember, he was standing with his hands in front of his groin.
No, I was trying not to look really, but he was on some kind of wheels. And he had oh, you're good. And he had a top hat on. And I'm just like, okay, well, that's interesting. Moving on. Look at the wonderful sights of the city. But yeah, that's San Francisco sometimes for you. Some weird things. Right. But for the most part, beautiful sights and sounds of San Francisco.
And said he was on roller skates. From North to Neverland, we did not go to Alcatraz. We've both been there before.
Yeah.
Now, in order for you to go there, you have to book way in advance. Between our ship, which was Pier 27, and Pier 39, I think it's Pier 33 or 35. There is the boat launch for the tours that go out through Alcatraz, but we decided not to do it. And when we walked by, it said no tours available today. So it's very important to pre-book those.
We were, excuse me, wow. We were going to try to walk on the Golden Gate Bridge, but that didn't happen because
they got off ship late.
The ship got there early, but they weren't let off the ship until later for whatever reason. So we were like, we'll just stay in the regular area.
And one thing to remember, the Bliss has over 4,000 passengers on it, and it was filled to capacity. A lot of children, because Matty and Scott are currently on there. They were surprised how many children are on, but it is Easter or spring break for a lot of people. And they only had one gangway, and I don't think this is an NCL problem. I think it was more of the Port of San Francisco. So it took them forever. We got there probably around 2:15. They were supposed to get off the ship around 2:30, but I don't think they got off the ship until closer to 4 o'clock. And they had to leave by 8:30 to get all back on ship by 8:30. So we had planned, one of my fears is the bridge. And at the end of it, we went on the Bay Bridge, beautiful bridge. But
we went on the bridge, the Bay Bridge, to go home when we left.
And of course, I have it on Google Maps, which shows you where you're at. And Greg goes, "Oh, we're over the ocean." And I'm like, I can see it on Google Maps. I don't need to hear you.
I'm like, look out at the sights. I mean, it's a bridge. I mean, it's a very strong, sturdy bridge. It's brand new. I mean, it's not many years old, but we were like, okay, well, we need to get something for dinner because everyone's going to head over to the wharf for dinner. So we actually ate at a very nice restaurant.
Pier Market.
Oh, is that what it's
Pier
called?
Market, yeah.
So we went up.
First time I've ever eaten there.
We went. Well, yeah, we both haven't been there, but we went up and I asked how long is the wait, and the guy said there's no wait. So he was seating us, and I was saying to everybody, he looks like a game show host, which he did. Like he looked like he could be a game show host. So we're eating, and then Matty's looking at a pamphlet that was on the table for the restaurant, and it showed CEO and third generation CEO, so an older guy and a younger guy. And it was the guy that sat us. Excuse me. So it was the third generation CEO, I'm thinking, because that would be the younger guy. And we're like, wow, we were sat by the CEO of the company. That was pretty cool. How many CEOs do you know that will seat people or that you get to interact with a CEO of a company?
Times are tough. They all got to put a hand in.
No, I'm sure he was probably visiting or something, but that was a nice surprise to actually be sat by a CEO of a company. I thought it was exciting.
Ben, thank you so much for joining
you.
us. Yes, have a great night. And that restaurant, they said it was one of the original ones which helped build Pier 39 into what it is today. We also, one of the things.
Awesome, Daniel Fields. There's the Discovery Princess goes to San Fran in 2 to 3 weeks.
We were on the Royal. Were we on the Regal or the Royal Princess when we docked in San Francisco? It was only a 3-night. It was another repositioning.
Well, to answer Angela's question, they built a new bridge because the other one was getting older. So they built the new bridge and they were demolishing the old bridge.
That's the one that collapsed in the earthquake in '89.
But then they fixed it. And then they ended up building a new bridge, and then they ended up deconstructing the old bridge. So it wasn't that anything was wrong with it. They were just updating it and making it bigger and better.
So if you guys go to San Francisco, a couple of things that you guys, and Mercy said another ad, they have a Biscoff shop.
Smell it.
Yep. So this is Biscoff cookie coffee.
If you don't know what a Biscoff cookie is, it's the ones you get on the plane.
Yep, and this one is airline size. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, we love these actually with a nice hot cup of tea or coffee. So good.
So we got that there. You can get a hot coffee there too. I didn't realize they had a Biscoff latte. We just got a white chocolate one because it was cold and we wanted to warm up. Oh, and there's also Bodine. Bodine is famous of the sourdough bread. It goes the mother. What is it? The mother yeast they call it. The mother for the sourdough. Mother something. It's the mother something.
The mothership.
I don't know, but the mother dough maybe. It's from like 1849, and they just every day because it grows and grows every day they pop some off and it keeps growing. So it's from 1849 is the original one. So they actually have a couple of ones.
What keeps growing and they pop some off?
The mother dough, the yeast, the sourdough.
Oh, okay.
So you have to try sourdough bread from San Francisco, Bodine.
Pepper Tree Villa has the cookbook from the Biscoff shop. Awesome.
Yes. So a couple of fun areas to do it. We went to a Christmas shop and didn't buy anything there, but we did go to the Christmas shop. I buy the Biscoff butter. They had that there too. Biscoff butter is kind of like a peanut butter.
And Hanley, I know the feeling. Excuse me, we have a restaurant where the owner is very old. In fact, went to his restaurant for one of our first dates over 50 years ago. Wow. It's a different location now, but he still works in it.
That's cool.
That is awesome. He has to be the CEO of the company by now.
Starter dough. Thank you, Daniel. That's what it's called, the starter dough. And yeah, see, Pepper Tree Villa.
That mother dough over there, please.
Pepper Tree Villa had the Bodine had a slice of it today. It's really good bread. And the Bodine. They had a slice of Bodine with their lunch today.
What? Where did you get Bodine bread from?
Well, they're from the Bay Area, so
Well, they must have a Bodine market around there somewhere close. I thought it was all in San Francisco.
we buy their bread at Costco.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, San Francisco, one of the things I keep hearing about is
I didn't know they should have it. You can buy it in stores.
the city of San Francisco. I've heard for the last couple of years that there's nothing but homeless people there, and you got to be careful of walking through it, like needles.
God bless them.
But
It
I
makes
didn't
that-
see hardly any. And there was a rumor, someone said there was some kind of Chinese dignitary that visited, I don't know how long ago, last year or so, and the homeless people miraculously disappeared. Where they went,
Well,
I don't know.
Hopefully, they went to like a.
Did they take him to China
oh my
to
gosh.
work in the plants? I don't know.
Derick.
It's not bad.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully they're in a home where they are able, like a shelter, a nice place where they are able to live.
But even when we drove through the city, because you have to drive through the city to get anywhere in there, I didn't notice like tents or anything like that.
No, but I did notice some places. I noticed some people were in the best of situations. So hopefully, they get help and they get better in their lives.
Yeah, but that was it was a short day for us. But we didn't get home till after 11 o'clock at night.
And Hanley said the man is a millionaire or more. He donates everywhere. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That I would, if I had the money like that, that is exactly what I would be doing. Trying to do good things. Not like I can't do good things now without all that money, but money does help to be able to do more.
Yep.
But you do what you can with what you have. So
exactly. But Greg, kind of going back to the Norwegian Bliss, what do you like about the Bliss?
I'm sorry, I'm reading Daniel's. When I lived in San Diego, the homeless people between the airport and the football stadium disappeared for Super Bowl. Oh wow. Well,
They cleared them out.
Hopefully they were in a better place. Another ad, I'm sorry. You asked what I like about the Bliss.
Yes.
Right,
Angela?
What?
So employing the homeless is worse than putting them in a shelter.
Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. No, I
She's ribbing you.
Hopefully they're in a good place. Employment would be good, yes. But okay, so to answer your question about what I like about the Bliss, I'm sorry, girl. I like the Cavern. That's where they do karaoke. I like the Mojito Bar. That's where I get my mojitos. I like the teppanyaki. Now, teppanyaki can be,
my favorite restaurant on any ship is a teppanyaki.
But it can be hit and miss. There's two factors with teppanyaki. One is that you have to have a good chef that will put on a good show because it's basically dinner and a show. Two is that the rest of the people that are sitting at your table, hopefully, get in with the fun and get active and clap and have a good time. Because Matty and Scotty said that they were at a table where people did not do that. They were just on their phones and they weren't participating or anything. So, and that's a shame because every time we were at teppanyaki, we would always have a blast. And that's where you get to meet new people. The people you sit by could be strangers and you talk with them. And that's what we did last time. We saw people around the ship and then they ended up sitting by us for teppanyaki and we got to know them even more. So those are some of the things that I like. And yes, Ocean Blue, that is a must. We always go there.
Yeah, Mike said Mike was just on the Prima, NCL Prima. Husaki, yeah. They don't have it's not teppanyaki on there. I mean, it's teppanyaki, but it's called Husaki. And that was their favorite restaurant on there.
Yeah. You have to participate when it's like a communal type place to eat like that.
Yeah, that's part of the fun. Is
otherwise, you're not gonna have fun.
Letting loose. They were saying that someone was on, like a young teenager was on her phone, and they were doing something with like the duck, and trying to get it, like walking the duck over. It was like the little wind up ones, and she just kind of looked at it and made a face and went back to her looking at her phone. So a little bit, yeah. Let's have some fun, loosen up, and have a good time with it.
I mean, if I see somebody that's not having fun at sitting by me, I try to, conversate with them and get them more involved as well. I mean, I could talk to a stranger all day long. I don't care. We're on lines for rides and stuff at Disney, and I'll talk to people behind me. I'll hear something. I'm like, oh, this is your first time on here. I'm so excited for you. You're going to have such a fun time, blah, 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 blah. And, I'm happy that you're going on this. It's the same as on a ship. You just start talking to people.
Yep. Cheryl, one deck down, said her favorite area is the outside seating. I'm assuming you mean the waterfront. I would agree. I love that.
Mark Langenkamp, welcome.
Welcome in. That Biscoff coffee is like really smelling good.
It smells good.
It smells so good. The couple of things I like on there is I like the size of the ship. I always say bigger is better. I like it better. There's just more things to do.
It is more spread out. Would you like the what is it called? Like the atrium where you can look down and you see the stage where they do the trivia and the shows, huh?
It's atrium.
But what is the place called that we get snacks?
The local is
the local.
And the local is a 24-hour, legitimately 24-hour bar restaurant.
And I love my pretzel bites with cheese.
Yeah. So not all cruise ships have food options with the exception
That's awesome, Anne.
Of the room service. But Norwegian, if you want pretzel bites in the middle of the night, hey, go on down to the local and get that. It's not the local on all the ships. Some of them I think are Oshihans. I think it's on.
Go on down to the local and get you.
That's right. I like the District Brew House is a craft beer place. You can get other stuff, not just beer.
You get your favorite. What is it?
It's unique to the Breakaway Plus class ships. It is a pumpkin spice Guinness, and to me it reminds me of, if you like cold brew from Starbucks, it's like a pumpkin cold brew, if you've ever had that.
I'm like
I love it
with it.
I love
it. He'll get it, and I
won't have it all the time because there's other drinks that I want to try.
Yeah.
But I'll have it on a cruise ship. I'll have it 3-4 times.
I'll take a sip, but I'm not gonna. I tried getting my own before, and I could not drink it all. I like beer as if it's imported, but yeah, not like with the pumpkin like that. I wasn't really too much of
Mary
a fan.
Ellen said the local isn't open 24 hours anymore. So I don't know if that might be ship specific. Mike Woodbury, did you guys? Well, I don't know. They go to bed early. I don't know if they.
You're not the people to ask.
No. They go to bed by 9 o'clock. They're already in bed. So I don't know if they realized if the Prima was open 24 hours or not.
That's wrong.
But
it's so true.
Yeah. They have 3
it said rude. Okay, well, do you know if it's open 24 hours?
They
He's
have
like, no, I was in bed.
They have 3 main dining rooms. One is at least on the Bliss is the Manhattan, and then there's Taste and Savor. Manhattan is a huge one, really nice. I like the setting of it.
It wasn't, he said. Okay.
Oh, okay. And then Taste and Savor
it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, they face across from each other with a bar in the middle. I forgot the name of the bar.
It's the same menu.
It's just bar or something like that.
It's just more space to give more space to have people sit.
Yeah.
But we usually go there for like brunch or breakfast.
We try to do it at least one time. On the Encore, we ended up doing it because we could not find a seat in the buffet, which is very rare because the Encore is just as big as the Bliss, and the buffet is massive. It wasn't a problem getting food. It was a problem trying to find a seat to sit down as it's cold outside. Yeah, be careful, Greg.
You're okay.
So we ended up going down to one of them, Taste or Savor. We didn't have to wait, but when we were done, there was a huge line of people trying to get in there. So it's a good overflow one. It does take longer, though. That's the only reason why I don't like to go to a lot of the main dining rooms, is because Anne says another ad. The especially if you have an excursion, I'm going to go up to the buffet. I want to get in, get some food, and get out. But yeah, overall, the Bliss, I think it's an awesome ship. Some of the stuff we don't really participate in. We don't normally go into the pools. We don't do the slide that people tend to get stuck on.
So we haven't yet. I don't know if I could do that slide because it's your body weight that kind of catapults you up and over. And I've seen people where they go up and then they come back down. They're just like this. And then they're just waiting for them to open up this big metal hatch. And knowing me, I would be like, okay, you got to hurry up and get me out of here. I need to find my happy place.
The water
mentally.
might turn brown.
Ew! What is that? Is not what I was thinking. That's gross. Well, it wouldn't be from me, so I'd be like, "What are you guys doing up there?" It might be the other person waiting to be dropped.
Greg will shut that right down.
No, I cannot think of being stuck in a tube like that. I'd have to mentally find my happy place because that claustrophobia.
But they're sewing down at the bottom, so it's not as if you're in there for half an hour.
Yeah, you would hope that they get you out in time.
It's one of those. It's the ones that it's a drop. So you're
like
a tube,
you're stuck. No,
and you're standing there, and you have your arms crossed, and then they drop the floor of it, and you like go straight down, and then you like go.
Derick smacked my head. I don't think my arms would be crossed at that point. I'd be like this. Oh, get me out of here.
Yeah, but where you would stop on it, that's where the
nope. They're all LOL. Nope.
That's where you have the flap on there, and there's usually someone there. There's someone there. So
there's usually somebody there.
2 hours later,
if you're lucky. Get stuck on the slide. I thought that was only me that gets stuck. They said it was the material in my suit. Never again. Oh, I'll have to make sure I wear Lycra or something just to slide right.
See, Cheryl says she loves the drop side. We haven't done that yet.
I would do the other slide because I heard it has like not like lights, but like neon stuff, and it makes it look kind of like psychedelic and everything. So, but I would do that.
Yeah, and we love the go-karts. The go-karts are so much fun. The only downside is when you have someone in front of you driving, like they're driving Miss Daisy, and they're holding everything up.
Don't even blame me. Or when you get sideswiped and rammed in from the side into the wall out of nowhere.
I become
like you did to me. They reprimanded you. They went shame, shame, shame.
I become Jeff Gordon on the racetrack.
Oh yes.
And Greg is like, where do you want to go next, Miss Daisy?
Whatever. I am not. I'm like, get out of my way, you road hog.
And then the guy pointed at me. Don't hit him. I said, it was him.
Yeah, it was not me. I got the first time we went on there, I got a bad cart and they had to switch me out. So don't even blame me.
But that is one of the it's so cool to go. I mean, go-karts on a cruise ship.
Loosen up. What does that mean? I'm loosened up.
I would be
with
you
talking about.
Anne says
TMI, y'all.
But Greg, we're coming up to the top of the hour. We look forward to we've been on the only one that we have not sailed for the Breakaway Plus class ship is the NCL Joy. That was our group cruise up to Canada this year. But because we had to get this house, we had to cancel all of our cruises, and that was
we had to get this.
We did. It was either living under the bridge locally.
Oh my god!
Or having a house.
No, and we cleared everything so we could have this house that we wanted so bad.
And then next year we have a couple of cruises booked that we're planning on going on.
More sunshine, please.
Welcome.
Jim, season's greeting.
Can I have some more sunshine, please?
No worries.
Cheryl says she's booked the Joy for 2025, so that's good.
Joyce Harder, welcome.
Angela, I totally agree. I still won though.
Hello, love you.
Nope.
You see Joyce Harder?
Joyce, welcome in. I hope you and Mike are doing well. Yes, Joyce said she won. Or
what?
Angela said she won in the races, and she didn't. I won. The thing is that they go by lap times, and I wish they didn't because I passed everyone, and I didn't have the fastest time. But I learned.
You learned.
Learned. Yes.
Learned.
I learned.
Learned.
If you flirt with the people that are controlling the vehicle.
Oh
They
yes.
can. I saw them making it faster. So whenever every
Okay,
time
so who are you flirting with?
every time we were going by, I was going like,
Okay. Wow, you call that flirting? Oh my gosh. I'd be like, oh.
and then I felt my car going "Rrrr," even faster. Next time around,
Wow. That does not look. If that's flirting, oh my. Wow.
but yes, so they do have that.
We don't know when or if we're gonna do a group cruise of our own. Right now, we don't have any plans. We've tried twice and it's backfired, unfortunately. So
That's
we
right.
will have to actually do it when we know we can do it, and hopefully, it doesn't have to get canceled even then.
Yes, for sure. But Greg, top of the hour, so it's time to leave. Thank you for Sergeant Richard for
Thank you very much.
PayPal super chat. Thanks
We
everyone for
always have
joining
a
us
good
tonight.
time on our show, and we
Yes.
joke around, of course. So thank you
Yes.
everybody for having fun with us.
So I hope you learned a little bit about learned about.
I don't know. You got that from Matty and Scotty because they say "learnt" all the time. Like, what is that?
As we take you out, we learned a little bit more about naked people in San Francisco.
Oh my gosh!
Watch the video halfway through, and the Bliss. Why I like the Bliss so much, and I think that's about it. I think that's what. But
and again, it's my favorite Norwegian ship, but not my favorite.
Your favorite
cruise line.
ship is?
My favorite cruise line is Dizney.
And the ship? Because you've been on 3 Disney ships.
Well, I can't pick between the Dream and the Fantasy. I like both.
Because the same
so
class, the bigger ships. So there. All right. I'm Derick.
And I'm Gregory.
If you forget what I'm saying.
What? If you forget what I'm saying, I'm Big Explorer. Okay.
If you forget who we are, I'm Little
If
Explorer.
you forget who we are, if you forget our names, which I guess is the same thing,
I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are just getting started as we cry ourselves off the camera.
From North to Neverland, Canadians, we say learnt. Night,
Carolyn Live, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a great night. I need to turn it
Have
on.
a good night.